Today I'm going to review the LEGO set 75151 Clone Turbo Tank. This set was released in June 2016. It was for $110 and has 903 pieces. First, let's go over the minifigures. First minifigure here is Commander Gree, and he is, he was in the actual movie, episode 3, and he basically gets his head cut off, spoiler alert. He comes to the set, he's a really specific character, clone head. I really like the coloring on him with the Kashyyyk troopers. I wish we got more clones, because I really want to build up a clone army. I actually only have 3 clone troopers, and he's one of them, even though technically he's more of a general. But he's still a good figure. I really like the colors on him, especially with the gunmetal gray. And yeah, I mean, I wish we could have got more clones in the set. Here is Luminara Unduli, and she is, a Jedi. I think this is one of the first times I was introduced to this new cape. That came out, I think, in 2015 or something, I think it was. I don't remember. But she does have this nice dress. I think this is, this nice cape. Just this little hat thing. I think this is the first episode 3 version of her we've gotten since like 2005. And I really like this headpiece. I think they definitely used it on some other figures, but yes, she is a great figure to get in this set. I think we should have gotten her, and not this other guy. Is Quinlan Vos, and I honestly don't care for him too much. I mean, if we should have gotten him in another set, it's just like, I think we should have had more clones. He's still a great figure. I do like his hairpiece, though, because it is like a kind of spaced out a bit back there, and I mean, obviously, yeah, it's a really cool piece that they give you there. Nice coloring, obviously lightsaber, but yeah, I wish we could have got another clone or something. Then we got this elite clone trooper guy. He basically pilots the mech that's in the set. Jerk face. I do like the helmet on this one though too. Obviously the Kashyyyk trooper, very nice design, but nothing too interesting about him. I don't know where his gun is though. Lastly is this battle droid, and there are 2 of them in the set, so I'm just showing one. I mean, nothing interesting to talk about. They're just, battle droids, of course. Here's the mech. I can't remember what it's actually called. I know they're making, I think it's ATRT, I think that's what it's called, I guess. Very interesting vehicle here. They give you a really basic version of it, and basically you put the clone guy on top, and of course it does that because it's posable. Basically you can pose the legs and the arms. Very posable kind of thing. Make sure it's in a good position to walk it. Here is it in total when it's all, I put them in there. Kind of weird how they do that, but I think it's interesting. Just kind of interesting how they would do it. And another thing is that there is, stud shooter here, and it's on ball joint, so you can just like shoot it out. And a little antennas back here. Interesting little build, and of course it fits inside the Clone Turbo Tank, even though I usually have it as like a little separate build. Here's the tank itself, and I just love this thing. It has such a nice design. I've always loved the design. It's barely in the Star Wars movies, which is kind of sad, because it's a very underrated vehicle, in my opinion, from Star Wars. And I'm going to start with the front. This is the actual front, not that part with the neck. It's just kind of strange, but I still accept that. And the front here basically is kind of like a lot of other ships. It opens up. These sides open up, but there's 2 seats in here, and you are able to put, 2. I usually put some Jedi figures in there. Like I usually put this guy and his partner in there. Basically that's where I put them after this review, but still, solid little area inside, and just the 2 guys in there. Little turrets up front, and of course I'll show you everything there. This is where I usually put Gree. I usually just have him standing right here on top of that, and you can spin it around and you can move it up. It's kind of hard because the thing's not open up fully, but you can move it up like that. And the little lights up here. There's a little turret gun where I usually put Obi-Wan Kenobi on top of here, just kind of shooting around. Nothing really shoots out from here. The main way to pick this thing up is that if you just lift on that, that's how you can twist it around a bit, and that's how you do that. And also there's the inside in here too. So, with the inside, all you have to do is pull that down. And maybe you can do that. Now, this is not actually how the inside is supposed to be. That's how I made it, so I can actually fit figures inside there. Because I don't really care about having just the mech in there. I have, this is just some old piece I have, and I usually put Yoda or something inside. But there is usually something else, and you usually kind of squeeze on the mech by folding the legs. I mean, I don't really need to show you that. But here is how you move the main part there, that little gear. And inside, that's also the mechanism you use to carry it. But the main function with the wheels is that they're kind of springed so that when you move it a certain way, they'll kind of squeeze in and out. Which I think is an interesting feature. It basically makes it all terrain, and the wheels are very shakeable, except for these, which are the ones that control that motion. And also, obviously, there's spring-loaded shooters here. Sometimes I'll accidentally fire them out, so I had to open up like that. But, I mean, basically the other side is the same thing. But this part is the neck, and inside there's actually a storage bin. And what's inside is actually extra studs and a little kind of one of those detonator bombs. And it stores in there. You can always store more, but that's what they give you to put in there. And this main part has obviously a little stud. You can shoot the studs out, and you can open that up like that. You can't open the sides, but there's little holders, a seat, and a little cup. And the cups are kind of interesting how they have that in the set. But that is actually it for the Clone Turbo Tank. I just love the design of this thing, and it really does fit a lot of things. Like you put that tile in or some other little stud part. So overall, I really like this set. Now this specific version is underrated because a lot of people compare it to the 2010 version, which is completely from a different source material. It's from the TV show, the Clone Wars, which is a pretty good show. Watch it. And this one's better because it is smaller, which is why people don't like it, but it's more all-terrain. I think there's about as much figures. There's that one I think had the Clone Wars figures that are ugly, which is why this one has advantage in figures. There's not as much room inside, but it has a better structure. That's the thing. And that one will break a little easier than this one. And the only thing I don't like is I don't like how there's some holes and gaping stuff right there. I don't know if you can find them over here, but yeah, I don't like that, how they have that. But yeah, overall, it's a very good set. I just love this one.